So, Arsenal have beaten Real Madrid at the Bernabeu 5-1, 2-1 on the night, going into the semi-finals of the Champions League. And I'm absolutely over the moon. I was in a pub yesterday watching it. It was absolutely fantastic. I said it was going to be 2-2. I knew that we would score, but the game was just fantastic. Arsenal were in complete cruise control. Real Madrid were absolutely abysmal. Their best player was Courtois again. Mbappe was probably their best player on the outfield. He was trying his best, but couldn't make things happen. But he was trying. And Arsenal were just in cruise control. You know, played a low block when they needed to, pushed high up when they needed to. Always looked like they could catch Real Madrid on the break. So it was a fantastic, well-rounded, tactical performance from Arsenal. They just looked so comfortable. They weren't phased. They silenced the Bernabeu straight away. Those fans there, they were silenced. They were silenced. Um, yeah, there was not much atmosphere from the Bernabeu. I think after half time, I was saying in a pub to like other people watching that it's done. Like it was done, even though Saka missed the penalty, which that was like some sort of weird Panenka gone wrong that he hit wrong. I mean, if he actually done the Panenka and they went in the middle of the goal, it would actually went in. But because it sort of went a bit bent, then Courtois saved it because he dived. But if he would have went in the middle of the goal, it would have went in. But yeah, one of those things. Saka wasn't phased, carried on working. They were doubling up on him, bringing him down, fouling him. And Saka just carried on working. Phenomenal performance. He was one of the man in the matches. Him, probably Partey, Rice, and Saka. They were all phenomenal. But everyone, all of the Arsenal players were phenomenal. Then Mbappe with his penalty, it was a dive basically. The referee gave it, and then VAR told the referee to go over to have a look, and the referee, rightly so, cancelled it, took away Declan Rice's yellow card. So that was fantastic. And yeah, going into the second half, Real Madrid didn't score. It was done. It was done. And they were getting more desperate. And Arsenal were just taking advantage of those spaces on the counter-attack. And Saka with a beautiful goal. Moreno with a lovely pass for the assist. And the lovely dink over Courtois. Mistake from Saliba that gifted Vinny a goal. But it was done by that time. And Martinelli on the breakaway with a fantastic goal. And both Saka and Martinelli were a constant threat to Real Madrid on the wings. And it was a phenomenal performance. Big up to the manager. Big up to Arteta. Big up to the players. We dumped out the holders. Now PSG await. Like I said, it ain't a time to get overexcited. It's not the time to, and let's enjoy the moment. Let's enjoy it. But there's still two more games, home and away to PSG, and then the final either between Barca or Inter Milan. So this is not the time to get overexcited. We have to keep our feet on the ground. We have to stay humble. People are coming up to me saying, "Oh, what about Arteta now? What about Arteta now? What you got to say now?" Oh, listen, mate. Listen to me, mate. Arteta's getting paid a lot of money to do this job. Second highest paid manager in the world. And I'll give him credit when it's due, and I'll criticize him when it's due. You know what I mean? All of the criticisms about Mikel Arteta have been fair, and the praising, like I'm praising him today, is fair. And if he wins us the Champions League, then he's a legend, because he's done what no other Arsenal manager could do, and that's secure Arsenal a European trophy. So I will give him credit when it's due, and I'll give him criticism when it's due. I'm neutral. I just call it as I see it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Like I said, fantastic. But we got PSG next. I think we should beat them. We got the physicality. Partey getting a yellow card was the only really bad thing about last night's performance, because he'll be suspended for the first leg. We're going to need Partey. So it'll be interesting to see who the gaffer's going to bring in. Probably Jorginho there. But we need Partey with his physicality and his quality. But yeah, I think we should be able to beat PSG with our power, with our defence, with our quality. Barcelona, I think we'll have too much for them. It's just Inter Milan worrying me a bit. With they're good at defending, they got a very good midfield. They're the only team in Europe really that I've seen that play two pure strikers. So that mixture of tactical ability, and Zagi's a top coach, good defensive, good attacking, quality midfield with Mkhitaryan, Çalhanoğlu and Barella. They do worry me a little bit. So, but let's see how these the semi-finals unfold. Hopefully we make it to the semi-finals, but I do think we'll have enough for PSG. So let's just, get through the Premier League games, secure the top four, finish as high as possible with the Premier League, get through without any major injuries to the players, and let's try and get this Champions League. So yeah, this is going to end today's video. All that good stuff. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Come on, you gunners. I'll see you very soon for the next video. Peace, guys.